Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are working with the Cocoa Daisy kit, the Honeybee Cottage, that's what it is. So I am playing with the dory, and then we're gonna play with some pocket cards and make a quick double page layout. So I've already kind of auditioned out what I want to do here. I love this strawberry paper, and I love this reading card, the reading list, so I just ran with that theme, loved it on there. I also now cut out the word summer on the pattern paper from the collection, so you got these 6x8. One side was a leisure, one side was this, and I cut them out with this little B alpha that I've had forever monogram. It's just a perfect size sans serif, 1 inch tall. They're just like a classic die cut letter to have. And I almost feel like it matches this. So I do kind of like it up along the edge. So summer reading list. And then I have the book covers that I made a book collage for right as we speak too. And so I don't have anything down yet because I think I want to like stamp up the background a little bit. I have everything to play with for the dies. I have the washi tape. I have the stamp set, and I have these colors to use. And then we will decorate it up with any of the rub-ons and the, the enamel dots I have. So we have tons of stuff. Oh, they have puffy stickers, but maybe not the puffy stickers. Or maybe the strawberry could be over there. Maybe the strawberry is on some of the rub-ons. And I had this alpha, but again, this was like not big enough what I wanted. So I just, like I said, used the die cut. Sorry, I'm just trying to pull out all of the die cuts, the rub-ons that I have, to see if there's, oh, there is. We can put like a little strawberry on this side over some of the book covers. And I used tons of this rub-on the other day. So, okay, yeah, so we got that. And then we're gonna play with pocket pages. So the cards are so good this month. So I picked a few that had, that kind of went together. So I like that You Will Never Have This Day, Make It Count. I liked this floral. And I'm pairing it with pictures from my Mother's Day shoot this year. So yeah, so all of them kind of went. You can see the color tones there. And then my photos will be from the photo shoot. And I'll do the journaling on clear sticker paper, and we will decorate all the cards with, extra stuff like I always do. So let's get creating. Okay, so for this one, there was some pre-planning that I did complete before kind of filming this project. And that's okay. Sometimes a lot of planning has to happen behind the scenes so that you are not watching every single part that may be a little bit boring, like just selecting and printing photos. So I did stamp up, like I mentioned, the background for this layout. And this stamp set that comes in the Scrapbooking Kit is so good because it has a good, just kind of scripty text that you can use to grunge up a background. And it has a few icons of florals. So you saw me use the honeybee, you see me using the daisy, and then there is also like a foliage, like a fern leaf. That I also use. I pulled colors that were in the, complemented the collection really good. So I know I played with, I think it was tea dye, bundled sage, wild honey, and then the red I think is campfire. Yeah, is the campfire color. So the colors really work. So you can see the fern leaf, you can see the text, you can see everything. And then I think while I was auditioning it right now, this part, there is a stamp that's kind of a rectangle shape. And it has some text too, but it just has a shape. And so I do it with the it's a yellow mustard seed, or it's not mustard, it's spiced marigold because it's not as bright. Just to kind of go in with one more color, just to, like I said, I thought when I'm doing that stamping, it's just to kind of grunge up the background. You don't need to do this step at all, but if you like to see a little something between your photos and, or in my case, in my little photos, it's a good step to take. You don't have to do it, like I said, but it adds a little something. Plus, like I said, I'm always interested, especially when working with my beautiful Cocoa Daisy kits. I want to use all the things. I want to use all the things so that you're inspired to use all the things. And even this summer, well, not this summer, but the month of July, I have been de-stashing and organizing my room. And I definitely have taken out these 3x4 stamp sets that come in these core kits so that they're not in the kits, because I find that if I keep them in the little plastic envelope in my design team cart, I forget that they're in there and don't see them. So I've pulled the stamps out to be with the rest of my 3x4, and that way I can use them a bit more, because this one, the stamp in particular, it was definitely a goodie for me just because I like to do that art journaling and grunging up the background. And these, especially that text one was great. The fern leaf is great. So definitely ones to keep in mind. So for my collage, I think I did an 8 photo collage just so that it kept the books that tiny. And so there are 2 more I think that I printed out, but didn't necessarily put them on my bucket list to read in the month of July. And I am proud to say that it's the end of July, and I am in the middle of reading the Sarah J. Maas one, the Crescent City. I have read all of them up until now. So I did so good. So that's 6, no, I read more than 6 books this month, but just so you know, that reading list, definitely keep it in mind if you do a quick traveler's notebook layout. Worked out great, and I just love, like I told you, that strawberry paper. It was so good. So here I am just going in my 6x8 story album. If you're familiar with my channel, you know that I keep an ongoing story album. I call it my story album. It's pocket pages with large photos combination, heavily inspired by Ali Edwards, but it is a place where I find great ease in keeping current with my memory keeping. And so I select this one all the time. In addition, I do Project Life 12x12s. I don't do any video process videos for those, but in essence, when you ever want to know what's going on in life, for me, flip through my 6x8s. And so, like I had mentioned, this is my recent Mother's Day photo shoot. I get one done every year. It's my favorite gift to give me. And we alternate between going with a photographer and then doing a JCPenney kind of studio one. And this year we did JCPenney studio, only because last year too, honestly, on Mother's Day or Mother's Day weekend, it like rained and then stopped and then rained again, and I had done a blowout on my hair. My hair's curly, I blowed it out straight, and it was just sort of disastrous. So in order to avoid nature and its elements, I just, decided to do the studio this year, and so they came out perfect. So back to the cards. I showed you the cards I was using, and so you know me, once again, when I'm working with my gorgeous products from Coco Daisy, I like to kind of embellish every single card with a little something from the kit. We always have these great rub-ons that do work great on photo paper, so do keep that in mind whenever you are looking at your rub-ons. And then all the die cuts, and sometimes we have puffy stickers, sometimes they are just regular die cuts or washi tape stickers. They work good on the photo paper as well. And I'm thankful that my photos, like I said, did have softer colors, so that I wasn't competing with a lot of colors. So it worked really well with this very soft pastel color palette for this honeybee collection, which worked out really good. I also love the enamel dots. So once again, with Coco Daisy, especially if you're a subscriber and you're here watching this video, I just love each element of the kit, and I love sometimes the consistency that is between the kits, meaning like the enamel dots or the alpha puffy letters and stuff, and the rub-ons, because truly I'm really thinking and deciding if I want to break apart my kits a little bit at this point, because I have been on the design team all year, just so that I can have all my rub-ons together, because I feel like when you have a little spot or working with paper or an area that will lend itself to a rub-on, I don't want to have to open up all the envelopes to each of the kit, because I do keep my kits in those plastic envelopes. I feel like if they were just out and about, I would have a better use of using them. That's just my thought. In this kit was also some really great ribbon, some texture. There's like a grosgrain one, and then this almost like a scalloped edge that looks a little bit pearlized. And what was great about the pearlized one, in case you don't know, it's self-adhesive. So just take off the release paper in the back. And so I added it as a trim. You can see I added it to 2 of the photos, and I also added to that upper left card with the sentiment on it, because I did add the little lace ribbon, but I added on top of it. And don't get me wrong, it all looks great when it was on top, me working on it like I am right now. But let me tell you, putting those cards, though, that had the ribbon into the pocket cards, the pocket pages, was a little bit tricky. I'm not going to lie. It doesn't lend itself for dimension. And here I am adding, lace and ribbon and scalloped edges and puffy. And I was just like, oops, I should have thought about that tie. But in the end, just gently put it into your cards. So once again, here are the enamel dots too. Again, I feel like I just want to take all the enamel dots and put them together in my little enamel dot drawer. That way I can use up all these, fun products. And I really like these too, because if you're familiar, they're like glitterized enamel dots. So they're like really special. And so these are just two projects that I know I did with the Cocoa Daisy kit. On my unboxing video, I had another traveler's notebook, and so I did mention in my unboxing that I'll be getting the simple dory, the traveler's notebook now, instead of the 12 by 12 papers. So you will see at least 2 traveler's notebook projects from me for the rest of the year with my term with Cocoa Daisy. And I'm excited about it because I like the smaller size. It's a nice change up. I do 12 by 12s for some other, other layouts and stuff, so it'll be good for a change. Here I am struggling with that ribbon card. So yes, it's good stuff, and I can't wait for next month's kit. So I hope you're inspired to use your content of the main scrapbook kit and then your pocket cards and the additional dory add-on. I will leave everything linked down below. Okay, that will wrap up these 2 layouts. So I finished this one. You saw me add all yummy goodiness to each individual card and photo. So everything has its little embellishment, whether small or a little bit bigger, and some stamping. And you saw it was a struggle for me to put this one in there with the ribbon and stuff. But I got it in there, and so what'll happen now is that I'll use the back side of these cards, hopefully on my next layout, and then maybe a full page photo over here so that it fills in that hole. And then remember, we did summer reading list. So traveler's notebook and a pocket page. I hope you've been inspired to use your Cocoa Daisy products in your memory keeping. My name is Ty. As always, it's a pleasure having you here. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. Give this video a thumbs up. And until next time, everyone, bye!